Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTBASE.com. Welcome to a weekly COT review. Today we're going to be analyzing the 26th Commitments of Traders Report of 2026, and as we always do, we shall start off by looking at the largest changes in commercials net positions. But before I jump to the review, just a brief reminder for those who are new to COT analysis. Here at COTBASE.com, you'll find a lot of educational material, not only in written format, but we have some very useful videos as well that can guide you through the analysis process step by step. Of course, if you have further questions, feel free to comment underneath the video or send us an email to info@cotbase.com. I'd also like to point out that we have some wonderful summer deals going on. Please check these out if you're interested in some great deals. Back to the review, and starting off with the Euro-Japanese Yen futures contract, which as you can see is on top of our list. We have a huge 38% change in commercials net positions. Don't forget, we're analyzing the classic Commitments of Traders report type, futures and options data combined. So here we go. Let's start off. As you can see, we are once again showing the iCOT scores. We've got the net positions here, green representing large speculators, red commercials, and we have small speculators on a separate scale chart. You can see the change size over here being much greater than average. And it is indicating a short-term reversal, further decline. Now, what's interesting to see here on the chart is that we have actually opposite signals. So iCOT scores is actually showing us a bullish signal. So you can see here on the top, we have this iCOT scores chart, and it is very bullish. We haven't seen that reading for quite some time. It suggests that the euro would strengthen against the Japanese yen, whereas the bearish change signal is suggesting weakness in the short term. So we have different signals over there. iCOT scores, that's actually something we've developed after many years of research. And it's actually, I can show you over here. I have the Euro Japanese Yen open. It's an indicator developed for a shorter term trading. It can be used on longer time charts as well. This is an example where we have a 5-minute candlestick chart. This is the Euro Japanese Yen. And it also has this RSI Hunter. This is a new feature that we've been using actually recently. It's not yet available on the website, by the way, but if you are interested, in just pop us an email and we can get you set up with that. So here we have the iCOT scores underneath the price chart, similar to how we have it over here. But the indicator does give us different signals on our charts. If you are interested in these type of signals, then you can actually read more about these features and what type of signals there are. I'm going to show you here this chart where I can explain the different signal types. So we've got speculators and commercials. We call them the same way. Now, once again, this is our own unique data and indicator. It's not directly coming from CFTC. That being said, it has been proven very, very successful and is able to capture stresses in the shorter time frames as well. When it comes to commercial stress, so it reaches a limit, then you get a yellow diamond underneath the candlestick if it's a bullish signal, or a yellow diamond above the candle if it's a bearish signal. For speculators, it's a little bit more simpler. It's just the candlestick itself will change color to blue if we have an extreme. When we have both of these at the same time, you can see this example over here or here. So both commercials and large speculators are at an extreme. We get these vertical lines. We call these stripe signals. These are the strongest type of signals. So when we go back, you'll understand what these red and green vertical lines mean. Now, it's nice to see that they align with, you know, bottoms and tops in the market, even on a shorter time frame. And then the RSI Hunter is basically a tool which is an inverse RSI, basically, so relative strength index, and it is adjusted to the time frame of the chart. So it's a 5-minute look back period for the RSI Hunter. and it does give very good indication. So at this point in time, we had a lot going on. We had a lot of bullish stress built up in the market. We get these huge vertical lines, these stripe signals, just when we are reaching the RSI Hunter limits over here, and it gives us a wonderful buy signal. AfterSignal, the iCOT intraday indicator with AfterSignal, will actually give us these buy and sell signals based on the market confirming the signal itself. So it's a very useful tool. I truly recommend you to give it a try if you haven't done so. Back to our regular review. So we're going to go back over here and open the Euro Japanese yen. So where was I? I was telling you that we had a bullish extreme from the iCOT scores. This is based on daily candlestick charts, right? We have a bearish chain signal in the market. So that's interesting. If we move over to a 5 years chart, you'll see now, first of all, what are these horizontal lines, you may ask? Well, the Euro Japanese yen is a small market, okay? It's not deep enough. So if you are actually trading the Euro Japanese yen, I would strongly advise you to analyze the Euro futures contract separately and then the Japanese yen contract separately. I mean, the COT data on those to understand the real relationship between these two currencies. Nevertheless, if we're just looking at this, what we can say is that we have a bearish COT extreme in the Euro Japanese yen futures contract, COT data, combined with a bearish COT chain signal. These are bearish signals, but we do have bullish reading from the iCOT scores, right? So now, of course, no indicator is 100% perfect, but we can go back in time and see how this indicator performed in the past. And what I'm seeing is actually these readings do tend to correlate with bottoms when it comes to bullish readings. So they're pretty accurate. What that means to me is I could imagine this bearish signal to be potentially unsuccessful in the near term, meaning we could see a little bit of rise. Now, what's the most important signal of all, in my personal opinion, the strongest, is always the traditional commitments of traders data on a longer term analysis, meaning stress level. So we're analyzing the stresses in the market, and that is bearish over here, suggesting weakness coming in the next couple of weeks and month ahead. But once again, don't forget, if you want to do a thorough analysis, you're going to have to do it separately on the euro and the Japanese yen. The next market is the British pound. Here we have a 27% change in commercials net positions. You can see the change size over here. If we take large speculators off, it becomes more clear. And you can measure, just eyeball it, compared to how these changes, week to week changes, were in the past 1 year. It's definitely top 3, right? It could be potentially the largest. I'm not sure if this is larger or not, but it's around that magnitude. And we can see what happened back over there. So don't forget, these short horizontal lines, they represent the time difference from the date of the report to the issuance of the report, right? So this is the date of the report just at this low. By the time we get to see it as a Friday, the market has already moved a little bit. Good news, if you have iCOT scores, you do actually get daily readings, so you can actually act upon it quicker. Moving to a 5 years chart, not only do we have a COT change signal, bullish COT chain signal in this market, but we also have that combined with a relatively large stress in the net positions of traders. So 482 report extreme, both in large speculators and in commercial. So that equates to more than 5 years. So if we go to a 10 years chart, you can kind of see maybe on that one what that means. So we got to go back until 2019. That, by the way, was a very good, very healthy bullish COT extreme signal pushing the market higher. So this current reading does support higher prices for the British pound. Crude oil, Brent crude oil to be specific. Let's go back to the 1 year chart here. 17% change. So once again, taking off large speculators, we can understand the magnitude being larger than average. However, we've seen similar changes in the past, suggesting what's nice about this change signal is it's coming after a decline in the market, which I like, suggesting higher prices to come. Also, iCOT scores is very, very good and supportive of higher prices to come. Moving to a 5 years chart, giving back large speculators, we have the ability to see the stress level in this market, which is actually leaning a little bit towards the bearish side still. You can see what a bullish COT Extreme could be. So that was crude oil, the Brent crude oil. Now moving our attention over to large speculators COT Extreme analysis. I'm going to take off iCOT scores because it's just harder to see these 5 years chart with the very dynamic change in iCOT score. So what we have here is the true US dollar index. I've talked about this in the past couple of reviews, so I'm not going to repeat myself. Just go back to the previous or the one before, what true US dollar index means. But basically, this is something we've created, and it's more accurate than the regular dollar index. And it is pointing a very clear bearish picture right now. 596 report extreme in large speculators, net positions 547 for commercial, suggesting weakness coming in the next couple of weeks, month ahead of us. British pound, euro, Japanese yen. We talked about these markets, so we're going to jump over those and come and see another energy, heating oil with a 54. So that's not a huge extreme, just about a year. And it's really not, like, for large speculators, pretty much we're in between the two major extremes. So, on a 5 years time horizon, it is more bullish for sure, suggesting higher prices to come. But it's not, anything like what we saw back in the end of 2024, let's say. And then last but not least, we have lumber here, where we are witnessing dynamic changes from week to week, moving commercials below the zero line, becoming net short. Large speculators are net long again. And of course, this is becoming more and more of a bearish COT extreme. Now, of course, these things don't affect the market just, instantly. You got to be patient and wait for that to happen. But it's definitely good to know that there's some serious shifts happening in the lumber market in traders' net positions. So that is all for this review. Of course, there's so much to do here at COTBASE. You can dig deeper in your analysis. We've added the iCOT scores to our service. And don't forget, we've got some very, very cool deals going on. Our summer deals are here. Check them out. If you have any questions, please let us know. Otherwise, I'm going to say goodbye and wish you guys a pleasant weekend. Take care. Goodbye.